Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try a toss here to Bettis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The draw play here. This is Blunt. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Brady going to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here with Blunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. This is caught. And he's brought down. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
White will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers have regained the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now Blunt. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Gets past one man, and the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense. It's continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, I got 83. We got this, fellas. Come on.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Brady gives this to White. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That one complete to Bettis. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. give up the middle to Bettis. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So,
touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's...
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive, impressive performance.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Here's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a handoff up the middle. Blunt, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now Brady throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Blunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And they'll work this down inside the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Brady now to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Here's Brady to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the 16, Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a bit closer. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Blunt will get the football. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Again, here's Blunt. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Blunt looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. Blunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking the 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough.